Hi, this is Bob Guerin with Synergy Kettlebell Training, and we're going to go over proper breathing for the jerk. So when you do the jerk, it's very important that you synchronize your breathing with your movement, because that will make you a lot more efficient. And efficiency is the key to kettlebell sport. When you're in the rack position, whether you have one bell or two bells, you should think about falling asleep. Literally. Try to relax all the muscles in your legs, your feet, all the way up to your hips, your glutes, your low back, your chest, your shoulders, your arms. Just relax everything. You can even tip your head down. And then you're breathing. So in your rack, that's the rest position. It's one of the better positions to rest. You can also rest overhead too. And when you're locked out, breathe, relax, fall asleep. Let everything relax. Your bones are locked at your joints, and they're going to be holding up the weight, and they're very strong enough to do that. So that's the first step. So naturally breathing when you're in your rest positions, your rack, and then your fixation, lockout position. So that's important. The second step is actually putting the rhythm together of the breathing. So when you're performing the jerk, exhale when you're going into your first dip. So, like this. It's going to do a few things. One, it's going to prepare you for the dip, for the bump, and allow you to get more power from that actual movement. Second thing it's going to do is allow your diaphragm or abdomen to kind of relax and condense inward. Allows you to get more comfortable as you relax your arm and weight further on your body as you move into the dip before your bump. So that first exhale kind of sets you up for the rest of the jerk. And when you think of a coiled spring, the energy is going to go down, and then it's going to be released, and it's going to go up with power. So that's exactly what we're doing here with the jerk. So exhale, and then into the bump. As you go up into the under squat and then into fixation, you are inhaling. Right here. Okay, so focus on the exhale. The inhale will then take care of itself. After you get into the under squat, as you're moving up into lockout of the legs with the arm locked out and then into fixation, that's when you have more breaths. So like so. Okay, so I've taken two breathing cycles overhead. A breathing cycle is an exhale and an inhale. Okay, you can breathe as long as you want. You can sit here for 10 breathing cycles. You can take one breathing cycle. Typically, 2 breathing cycles is going to be preferred if it's fast or slow, depending on your pace. Because that's going to help draw in more oxygen into your blood, into your movement, into your body, and it allows you to have a little bit more of that relaxation so your heart rate's lower and you're not going to get into that panic near the end of the set, or even in the beginning, depending on your pace. So the exhale overhead is 2 breathing cycles, and then you come down into the drop, so coming down, exhaling. Now that drop exhale is not the exhale going into the dip. You're going to separate it. So let me show you all the breathing cycles put together. So one breathing cycle here, and then, excuse me, one breathing cycle into the dip, into the under squat. And then as you come up, 2 breathing cycles. And then another one when you come into the drop, back to the rack. So there is going to be 4 total breathing cycles at the regular, typical pace of the jerk, if you're going to go right directly into the next rep. If you wanted to rest in the rack position and have more than 1 breathing cycle before your next sequence of jerk, that is perfectly fine too. So this is what it looks like. And encourage you to play back this video and follow with me in the breathing cycle, in the jerk, with or without the bell, and actually have the same breathing cycle. Now that's a faster pace, so if you want to go at a slower pace, you can do that. It's all up to you and what pace you're going for the bell that you're using. So if you're using a heavier bell or need to go at a slower pace for any reason, the breathing cycles in the rack or overhead when you're fixating is what will slow your pace. But at all times, no matter what your pace, the exhale going into the dip, followed by the inhale, that will always remain. And as soon as you fixate, those two double breaths will always remain. And then typically people are not going to rest here, but if you want to sit there and rest, you can, and then when you're ready to drop, exhale on the drop. And then you can sit in the rack as long as you want. So the necessary ones are the drop and the dip for the breathing cycles. Anywhere in between, you can take as many breathing cycles as you want. So again, rewind, practice with me, and put it into your practice with the bells, both